It's Ashley, Alaska Urban Hippie. I'm sitting on a massive king size quilt. It's beautiful. It was a gift. And it is filled with lots of tiny little holes. It has been well loved, well used over the years. And now it's time to do some patchwork to maintain it so it doesn't rip to the point where it's unusable. Some people might think, let's choose a color that blends in really nicely so you don't notice the stitching. But I actually don't mind it. I think it gives it a little bit more character if you can see some of the patchwork. And so I'm going to go with hot pink. All I'm using here, I'm going to be doing hand stitches. So just a needle and thread. If you're handy with a sewing machine, fantastic. But I'm just going to show a really basic stitch. Just hand stitching, needle and thread. That's all you need for this one. Just a beginner's stitch. How to sew up a hole in a blanket. Please enjoy this view looking straight at my nose. So you get your string. Again, this is for a beginner. If you've never sewn anything in your life and you have a hole in something that you want to fix. So just get a piece of string. It's about a foot long, maybe a foot and a half. And then you start by threading your needle. Some people lick the tip of the string so it gets all the little fibers together. Then you thread your needle. There you go. Now we're ready. So you're going to start on one end, a little bit beyond where the rip begins. Now I'm self-taught, so honestly there might be a better way, but this has worked fantastic for me for many years. So if you're just trying to patch a hole and you want it to look okay, then this will work perfect. So I ran it through right at the edge of the hole before the hole started, and now I'm tying a double knot so that my string doesn't slip away on me. Okay, at this point, if you wanted to cut this end, your tail, a little shorter, you could, or sometimes I like to just try to push that tail into the hole. Then you don't notice it. Then, basic stitch would be coming in on one side, popping up at the other end, and then to turn that stitch into a knot, take your needle, go through 1, 2, or even 3 if you want it to be really secure. Gently pulling up. Remember, when you pull on your needle, you need to hang on to your thread. Otherwise, you're going to lose your thread, which is not a big deal. Then you just rethread your needle. Give it a secure tug. There's your first one. My goal here is not perfection. My goal here is function. So I've done a few more here. Again, I chose the hot pink, so it's not going to be camouflaged by any means. That's okay. I feel like it just adds character. And I'm at the end of the hole, but I can see that the string here on this quilt, the fabric is starting to fray a bit, so I'm just going to keep going a little further just for preventative. Because I can tell that's going to be the next spot. It's going to start to rip. And you just keep going. So I'll go 1, 2, 3. That one's slipped off. Pull it through. And I know I'm not perfect, but I think it's good enough to share. To share that knowledge, especially if you've never done this before. Because if you've never done it before, it can seem very intimidating. When really, like all you need to do is just to be brave enough to try, right? If you can fix something yourself instead of throwing it away, like that's such a beautiful thing. There we go. I think that is just fine, and especially how massive of a quilt this is. It will not be noticeable. Then I'll grab my scissor and cut that off. There we go, one hole fixed. I'm always a little paranoid about getting it too close, so I like to leave a little bit of a tail That'll be personal preference. There you go. It's fixed. No more hole. Can you see where my stitch was? Ta-da! So I hope that basic tutorial gives you enough confidence to tackle some of your own small projects. Sewing doesn't have to be intimidating. Just take it back to basics, needle, thread. You can fix your own blanket or quilt. You got this. Thanks for watching.